So today is the day, by the way, that the Academy Board is meeting. They're going to decide what consequences Will Smith is going to face for the Oscar slap. Will resigned from the Academy last week, and that's why the meeting was moved up. But reports say that the members are actually split over what to do, and the decision could go down to the wire. So meantime, there is a resurfaced video of Jada and Will that's going viral. It was initially filmed by Jada on her Instagram. This was back in 2019. It was live, and it's now raising some interesting questions about their relationship. Take a look.
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media.
Please watch us stare at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
All right. So what do you think about this? Do you think that, and I just want to point out really quickly that there's been some other videos that have also gone viral with this where Jada's very open about their relationship on Red Table Talk, even talking about their sex lives and lack thereof. What do you think about all that?
Right. We like to just answer that question before I go back to the video. We always say like stay out of people's bedrooms. That's fine. I want people to have their privacy. I want my privacy. But when you're talking about an open forum on a show called Red Table Talk and you're bringing up all these things and then something big like this happens, to go back and dissect that, I don't know if it's necessarily fair, but it does give you a different lens to view them now. That particular video that we just saw, again, I see a lot of myself in Will Smith. Not saying I want to slap somebody, but my wife is in social media. She loves it. She asks me a lot to be in her videos. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I would be mad at my wife if she it sounded like he just got up. He obviously wasn't in the mood, and she's turning it around and saying, "Well, you're going to be on my Instagram." I wouldn't like that if my wife did that to me, right? So that particular video, I don't really agree with, even though I could relate to it.
Yeah, and don't you guys get the feeling that there's a lot of these videos? A lot of videos where Will seems uncomfortable or like he is kind of the subject of what is being talked about. And usually it's something very personal. I mean, we look at the incident, and I think we should all make a conscious note to make sure that we say that Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. It's now turned into Will Smith smacked someone. No, he smacked an A-list star. So let's say that man's name. He smacked Chris Rock because Chris Rock he felt like Chris Rock made his wife look bad. And in this situation, his wife is making him look bad, because that's when people get very upset, when they feel like they've been made to be a fool. It's just something inside of us, personal pride. It's just how we're all wired. And so when we look at what transpired and then all the videos that have led up to this, the crying, the embarrassment, the lack of sexual prowess.
The memes. Let's not forget all those memes about Will Smith. Yeah.
How much can we expect one human being to take? Who's clearly
It was a powder keg for sure.
Yeah, it kept building. The one thing that's funny is how people, like me included, loved the Red Table Talk. Like I was like so
I
into
missed
it,
an
right?
episode.
Right,
I've seen every episode.
Engaging, but to be honest, if you kind of just step back and look, you're like, that is really invasive to a point of, remember when Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard were like saying almost like too much? I felt like almost like when Will was talking about some things about his sexual addiction, it was like getting a little like, get us out of the chat room. We don't really ask to be here. So it almost, transparency is great until it just goes too far. And I think that might be what we saw here.
And I think for me, I think it's important to see this so you can have other lenses, because everyone's human, right? If this is a toxic relationship, I'm not saying that it is, but if it is, and you see Will over time be gaslit and made fun of, and again, that's not what I'm saying, but you can understand just in our own personal lives that could drive someone to do something. But I want to make it very crystal clear also, because I feel like the waters have become very murky here, that no matter what you're going through, you cannot assault someone. I feel like we're losing sense of the bigger picture here.
Agreed.
That you cannot, especially on live TV, there's a lot of children watching, there's a lot of adults, fine, but it's traumatic.
Yeah.
And you're teaching and you're normalizing abuse. But again, let's remember, things aren't black and white, and it's important to note that we all have that in us. It's just maybe we don't have the cameras on us 24/7.
Yeah, again, talk about kids watching. I hope they understand that what you do in one moment can erase a lifetime of work. And I think we've seen that over and over again. It's a big deal. It's a scary thing, but this is what happens when you don't keep control.
Very true.